principle first is that there is only one greater force. There is not more than this. And you are always one with this greater force, because that which governs your life and your thoughts of creation is that greater force. But it is eternal. It is all power. It is all of everything. That it did not begin and it will not end. That it is in form and in no form. That it is unlimited in potentiality and knowledge and creativity. Every action principle too, every thought, every action is governed by this original force of creation. Therefore, thought is not originated from the thinker, it is originated in the Creator. You share thoughts. But in the sharing of thoughts, the thinker thinks they are the creator of the thoughts, when in actually the thoughts are the thoughts of the Creator. The third principle is that the Creator is only light, can only be light, and therefore the purest of energy. And therefore energy cannot be destroyed, but can only be changed. The fourth principle. All energy must activate. There is not an energy that can remain dormant. It can go down in activity or come up in activity, but it is not dormant. Energy must activate. Thought is energy, it must activate. Creator is energy, must activate, and therefore creation happens. There is no time of activity. Therefore, space and time are simply the fluctuations of the activity of energy. Oh, very good. Now, which principle are we on? Say, six. Oh, we've got lots of numbers out there. I try to be more funny. I am not like a robot. I try to get more comfortable to the body. The fifth principle. principle is that everything in existence aligns to truth. Truth being that which is creation and this activity of energy. If you were to see the world as I see it, all existence, you would see only activity. There is no past, there is no future. Everything is in synchronistic perfection, harmonized and coordinated from unlimited intelligence and always in activity. It can be difficult for the third dimensional mind to grasp this idea. But when you grasp the idea, it sets you free. You are no longer in the capture of a mind that looks for linear time and understand there is no time, there is no space, there is only activity. I would ask for you that as we combine these chakras for the next 30 days, that you allow your thought to be upon that idea. Everything's in activity. When you realize this, your consciousness comes quite into the divine truth of what is called present consciousness. This is the next principle. Present consciousness is the connection into the greater mind state. The greater mind state can only have truth because it has no ego. The consciousness of the Creator does not question the Creator. The Creator is. And therefore this principle of present consciousness is about that which is the essence of this Creator within you, gifting you with the same capabilities of the greater mind. Capabilities. You are capable of holding on to this idea and thinking even with this physical brain because of your higher brain that circulates it, which they call the greater mind state. It's not in the physical brain, but it affects the physical brain. The next principle is that reality is held within the belief of the individual mind. And can expand or contract according to the allowance of that mind to open it into its true mind state or the mind of the Creator. Opens up reality. In reality, you can call forth anything from time. Anything from time. And leave it today where it can be physically seen because there is no separation. But your ego mind won't let you believe that. In reality, this physical form is not solid and can have the energetic activity of metamorphosis and therefore being translated from physical form back into pure light. But your logical mind won't believe that. So reality becomes capsulated. As this is combined of chakras into growing into the greater mind, you begin to have glimpses initially of this truth. As you focus on those glimpses, noticing that they are there, they begin to open up into a greater realization for you. If you do not pay attention, they are like butterflies on the wind, and they don't return, not for a while. So it is important to pay attention to these glimpses of this greater reality, of this calmness inside. Next principle. I'm trying to wait for her wonderful to keep up.
We will transcribe all of this and get this out on the website.
Yes. Next principle. Yes. Principle that the greater force is absolute. You exist within the absolute. It is not conditions. I need this to happen before that can happen. I need to have this before I have that. Those are conditions. Those are not reality or truth within the absolute. You come into a beingness that is. It is here. It is breathing. It is present. It is listening. It is thinking. It is an activity. And all is for you, and all is well, and there is nothing that can be held from you, not in reality. Mind drifts into conditions. As we combine, the mind will not have an opportunity to drift into conditions. And the ninth principle. That in all of creation and all the travels that your consciousness will make from everywhere, every corner of the universe, every level of dimensions, you are light and you will always be light. It is your true nature. It is how you can only be created, because you come from the Creator that is only light. When you look at the truth of your spirit, you see it as a swirling mass of the most magnificent bright light your eyes could ever behold. Yet it has personality and awareness and knowledge, and possibilities are unending. Many individuals see that as something can only be achieved void of the physical form, but you have always had teachers that try to teach you that that's not true. You do not require anything outside of you to achieve these levels of consciousness, but on certain times you do require assistance to meld your consciousness back into these principles.